What's up, everyone? It has been a minute. I took a break from my podcast and officially wrapped up season 1. I am having a glass of champagne to just celebrate that season 1 is finished. I can't believe it. I've never done that before. And it's really weird to reflect back. I've done 60 episodes just talking in my phone and coming up with these golden nuggets for you and these life lessons and these, takeaways for you to incorporate in your life. And I am very, very grateful for all of you, right? Yes, I'm very proud of myself and cheers to me for doing the damn thing. But honestly, cheers to you. Thank you so much for listening. Whether you have listened to every single episode, you've been a fan for the whole season 1, for the whole year, or you've listened to 1 or 2 episodes. Regardless, I am very, very grateful for your reviews, your 5-star reviews, your feedback, reaching out to me on social media, reposting my episodes. Just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I wanted to let you know that I am changing the format of my show, and I'm really excited about it. I've just loved so much, ranting and coming up with these ideas and themes for you, basically, right, on Paige's lessons and summarizing my life. But now, there's going to be a different format because I've really reflected this past year. I've looked at all the episodes and I feel like I really want to have a deeper conversation around very specific topics, around topics that are very important for up-leveling your life, for creating a life that has meaning and purpose for you. In season 1, I spent a lot of time career coaching and focusing on work. And although career is still a part of my coaching business, I've now changed to more holistic coaching. So now I'm in this mindset that we all have every area of our life is just as equally important as career, right? Career fulfillment is one avenue, but from a holistic view, I think it's important to really address all of the areas of our life. And so I looked at my analytics of season 1 and I looked at the overall themes of what people really wanted to hear, what were the episodes that were the most played, shared, repeated. And with that in mind, I've decided for the reformatting of this show. So starting August 1st, I will have a brand new season, right? Season 2. And it's going to be a little mini season. And I'm excited for this concept because every season is going to focus on a different theme. So season 2 is going to be around 10 to 12 episodes and then around a specific theme, right? And then season 3 is going to be a whole new conversation and different topics. And so by doing mini series, basically, this will allow me to do a few things, right? This is going to reach different audiences that really need to hear different ways to improve your life. This is going to help me kind of take a break throughout the year so that I can really focus and make sure that I am giving as much value and energy towards my listeners. And I really just think, from a holistic perspective, because there are so many really important topics of life transition and becoming the best versions of ourselves, let's just hyper focus on one season, go all out, and then the other seasons moving forward are going to focus on a whole new topic with different guests and expertise and just different takeaways. So what you can look forward to in this upcoming season, season 2, is I'm also going, I guess before I even get into that, Season 2 is really going to be focusing on the pillars of our life and how to just really create that dream lifestyle that you've always wanted. And I'm super excited too, because I have an amazing lineup of experts that I'm going to be interviewing. I've only interviewed one guest before, that was in season 1. But these future seasons, I'm really excited to start interviewing more people and get richer conversations out of it, right? So that's just a little snapshot of season 2. But something else you can look forward to in this new format is I'm actually going to spend time finding good partners to sponsor this content. It's very time consuming to run a podcast, and I love what I do. I love coaching. I love providing as much content for free as possible. But I do want to let you know, right? It does take a lot of time, right? Creating content does take time. And I'm really looking forward to partnering with new people, because I want to partner with people that I truly believe has a great service or a great product. I'm not going to ever sponsor someone that doesn't make any sense for me or you as a listener. And I want to make sure whatever I do partner or sponsor with aligns with the content, aligns with maybe services that you'd be interested in too. So that is something else that I'm excited to do moving forward with creating these mini seasons. So I think the concept really of these mini seasons on Paige's Lessons will allow me to better market the show and really give breaks throughout the year, right? It's important to preserve my mental health and self-care. So I think these mini seasons will also be really refreshing, because it is going to focus on a new topic for that season. So moving on quickly here, I wanted to share with you a life update. In season 1, episode 17, I shared with you my story. Basically, my transition story of growing up in Colorado, my career path, and then why I decided to get into coaching. And if you haven't heard that story and my experience, check that out. That's episode 17. It covers a lot of the basics of my life, right? But I want to introduce, or I guess announce really, a new life change that just recently happened. I have officially moved to California, and I live in Orange County, and I am right next to the beach. It's literally where my soul just resides. It is so magical. I know that sounds corny, but it truly is magical living here. And I wanted to share this with you, this change, because this transformation has made me so creative, so inspired. Like, the ideas in my head, y'all, are ridiculous. Like, I am like journaling and reading, and I just feel so like a clean slate. Because when I was living in Colorado, it just felt very dry and like thirsty. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just felt like I just didn't feel myself. It just felt like I couldn't breathe. And I was like, I know that sounds dramatic, but I really just felt dry. And so it took a lot out of me. It took a lot of energy to create, right? So if I got inspired in Colorado, that was great, and I ran with it. But here it just feels very abundant and very flowing. So I think, talking about this great change and transformation that I made is going to segue perfectly into this mini series starting August 1st, season 2, which I'm really excited for you to hear about. And this series, right, is going to be talking about the pillars of your life. And for me, every pillar, right, is from Colorado to California has changed dramatically, from career, relationships, health, spirituality, like everything in my life has drastically changed. And because, I made this change to move to California. If you want more information on kind of what prompted my move, I made a 10-minute video on YouTube, and you can check that out in the show notes if you want to watch me talk about my move, really the process. It was during my packing, so it was very fresh. And if you want more insight on how the move began, I'm going to nudge you in that direction to check out that video in the show notes. I know this will be a little bit different than having just a weekly, under 10-minute episode of Paige just ranting little golden nuggets with you. However, I am really excited for this new format and for these mini seasons. And I really just appreciate your support with these changes. And I'm really excited for these interviews. I don't think you understand, these experts are top tier. I'm so excited for this content. But I also understand, right, as we're wrapping up summer, right, it's going to be August, literally next week. Some of you are returning from back to work from your vacations. Some of you are students getting ready to go back to school in the fall. So I want to acknowledge, right, if you are currently feeling, as you're listening to this episode, really burnt out, overwhelmed, do not forget to pick up your copy of my free ebook. That's the top 5 signs of burnout and ways to recover. There's a bunch of golden nuggets in there. A bunch of value, signs and symptoms, tips and tricks of things to do. It's just a very sweet and simple PDF guide for you, and it's absolutely free. So just click the link and you'll have it immediately in your inbox. So to wrap up this, I'm just so excited to launch season 2, along with interviewing new guests throughout the time on this season and seasons following after, and just creating conversations about how to really create that dream life, incorporate self-care practices, but most importantly, advocating for mental health. That's it for now. I will catch you next week as we officially start the series of season 2, Pillars of Creating Your Dream Life. Take care.